Hey, look at me, I'm live. Hey, by the way, I do want to tell everybody it's my last show from Europe at 3 a.m. Uh,
All right.
so the next show, yeah,
Woo!
the next show, I'll be in a concurrent time zone, and you all know what that means, right? I'll have to find another excuse for why the jokes suck.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online, and though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. We've been a Zoom meeting civilization for 2.5 dang years. You know the drill. Just be polite. We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our formerly quasi-quarantine world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassell and Steve Goodie. Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome comedian Some Guy, plus funny songs from Randy Brooks, and a Patti Melt from Patti Vasquez, and much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Hey, hi everybody. So is Murray Langston going to be on the show, Steve?
Yes,
That was,
we're hoping.
seemed like the unknown comic was right there. Let's check out.
Hey, it's
My
Alice.
eyebrows white, by the way.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll leave.
happens
I'll
at a
leave
certain
them.
age.
Who cares? So it is. This is the most tired I've been at 3 in the morning. I think that's fantastic. So, but it is my last 2 nights in Prague, and of course my wife. And it has been quite a ride. There's something really cool about learning to a lot of you may have done this, to learning to live and function in an entirely different community, country, and culture. Like the steps you have to take, all these little steps you have to go through to figure out how to function in a society that you don't even know anything about. And we have done more than just Prague. We did it in Berlin and Amsterdam and Berlin, Romania, Stockholm, and more. And it takes more than just language smarts and savvy and an adventuresome spirit to do these things. Those are small potatoes compared to the really important thing you need to possess, which is money. Money over all things. So now we need to go home and get some more money if we want to ever do this again. So, okay, so let's see what I've got on the thing here. Let me scroll down. Okay. Oh, by the way, hey, it's also December 21st, everyone, which is the first day of
Winter.
winter, the
Winter
shortest day of
solstice.
the year. It is the shortest day of the year, and also the day the Earth is the farthest from the sun. So expect hazardous weather and blizzards all over the US and much of the Northern Hemisphere. And thanks to climate change, you can open your pool Christmas Day. Hey, Alice is here, everybody. Say hi. Hi, Alice.
Yay!
Hi,
Hey, Alice.
We missed you. We just talked about you. Okay. Well, let's whip through these jokes that I can't remember. Oh, hi. Y'all here? It's nice to see you. Okay. Here we go. Well, Congress voted to release Trump's taxes, and the GOP traders are livid. Have you seen? They're just so mad. They are so mad that many are saying, even congressmen now, that after this, Republicans will subpoena and sue and use the full power of Congress to make sure to release every Democrat president's taxes. And I say, who's going to tell them? I think all the not idiots are saying, hey, MAGA moron congressman, I can give you Joe Biden's taxes because they release them every year. Oh my God. I think this is the level of stupid we're dealing with in the world. Now, we also learned about Trump's taxes, that his IRS chief refused to audit Trump's fiction, which is what we call his taxes, for his entire presidency. His entire 4 years, he never audited. And Trump lied live on TV 10, 12, 13 times saying he wouldn't release his taxes because they were being audited when he knew they weren't. And, it's like you can't trust this guy at all. Even though every president since the 1970s has released their taxes and they haven't been audited, and they've been audited every year. Heck, Bernie Sanders takes the Splenda he steals from Golden Corral as income. Yet Trump has stopped his taxes being audited and never released them and said it was forbidden. He said it was forbidden to release his taxes that were being audited, which weren't being audited, which means that I'm going to write off that jacuzzi. That's what that means. If this is how bad the IRS is. Oh, God. And of course, the master insurrector has been referred to the DOJ for charges by the January 6th committee. We'll hope that happens, right? Among the charges, making false statements, aiding in or inciting an insurrection, yes, and now even funnier, trying to pronounce Yosemite in front of children. That alone should get him at least a year in prison. Okay. Oh boy, I have so much energy. Hi. By the way, for everybody that just came in, Alice especially, this behind me is from the subway in Stockholm. The subway stations are mostly all art now, and they make them look like caves, and this one is that. So go to Stockholm, everybody. Hey, let me tell you this. In hot, sexy catfight news, Lauren loaded gun, empty head Boebert dissed Marjorie Taylor, is that a Glock in your pants or are you in fact a man, Green, by saying that she didn't believe Kevin McCarthy should be Speaker of the House, just like she doesn't believe in Jewish space lasers. Did you see that?
Them's fighting words.
Yeah, those fighting words. Green took off the white hood and came back saying Boebert only won her election by 500 votes, but was glad to take her money. Green poked at Boebert saying, I am not into high school drama, so instead I'll meet that skank behind the Capitol dumpsters. Because I think she could take her. Guns or no. Okay. Hey, did you see this? Argentina won the World Cup.
Hooray.
I know. Yeah, we watched. We were in. They beat France 4-2 after each team scored 3 goals apiece.
What?
I know. If only Arizona could count ballots like that, said losing governor candidate Carrie Lake. It's the kind of counting we need. Do y'all know why that happened? Why it was 4-2, even though they got 3 apiece?
Nope.
Well, because the penalty that France did was so bad that they took a point away and gave one to.
Wow.
Oh my goodness! Wow, I didn't know they could
crappy
do
way to.
The penalty have anything to do with stinky cheese?
Yes. No, but I was in the band Stinky Cheese for 5 years. Okay. Still smells a little bit. John Mayer is 45. Did y'all know that? Does that seem like he's old? And he's been sober for 6 years, lives alone in Montana, and says he is no longer the Lothario that he was in his 20s when he had all of his hits. He hopes to have a new album. He hopes to have a new album about his life coming out soon called Ain't No One Gonna Listen to This Boring Crap.
Hey,
Okay,
that's the
that was
title of
fun.
my album.
That was your, no,
Damn it.
yours was that plus 6 songs.
Right, plus
Right.
Yes. Hey, here's fun. Now, did you see, we talked about Trump's NFTs last week. Trump's NFT scandal is even worse when people found out that they were literally Trump's head photoshopped onto images stolen from the internet. Did y'all see that? That Donnie's gang didn't even own the rights to. They stole them. So I have to ask MAGA cultists, what does it take for you to stop following this guy like remora fish to a shark? What does it take? Except the fact the shark is eating all of your food. I just don't get. At some point, are we at the point that the great insurrector has his followers in some kind of Stockholm syndrome at this point? Is that where we are? I mean, and I was just in Stockholm at the bank where that was created, and they said, have a little dignity. Please.
Really?
It's terrible. What, does anybody want to chime in and say, what is it going to take? Nothing? Is there nothing that is going to change?
What is it going to take, Brad?
I have no idea. That was it. I wasn't smart enough to write any jokes. Okay, but I know this. Are you ready? New York just banned pet stores from selling dogs, cats, and rabbits. Isn't that nice? Great. Maybe we can get the hell out of here now, said the ferrets. Ain't nobody buying a ferret. Okay. Oh, this one is going to make everyone sad.
Uh-oh.
Well, maybe not. Maybe you'll like it. A cat was saved by an alert TSA agent in New York when a checked bag went through the x-ray scanner and the agent noticed the little kitty bones nestled in between the clothes. Anybody see this?
Oh, no. I heard about
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It
heard
had jumped in. It had jumped in without anyone noticing that it was taking a cat nap. Now, this was a happy ending when the kitty and the family were reunited. Now, if they could just find that damn gerbil.
Oh.
I'm not going to elaborate on that. Not at all.
I'm smart.
You know what? I'm gonna stop after this one because I'm losing steam.
about
And I started with no steam in the first place. By the way, here's how smart we are. So we bought a humidifier for this apartment here in Prague when we got here because it's going to get cold, it's going to get dry, right? And then we forgot to realize that they heat this place with a steam boiler.
Oh, it doesn't get dry.
So that's what comes out of the heater is steam. So it's never. So anybody want to buy a humidifier? Okay.
You got one.
You got one. Good. Hey, the National Park Service is asking the visitors to the Sonora Desert, please stop licking the toads.
Licking the toads.
Well, yeah. Did you know this? The toxin from the toads can be hallucinogenic, but it also can be very toxic and kill people. Now, the toads
call
say
it a
licking is okay, but please turn us over.
Oh, God.
Oh, let me scroll down. And that seems to be everything I've written. Let's say hi to Steve
Brad
Goodie, everybody.
Tassell!
Yay.
I'm going to lay down over there if that's okay.
Yes, the questionably
Okay.
awake Brad Tassell. That was wonderful.
Oh, my God. Questionable at best. At
Thank you
best.
very much, Brad, and thanks for wearing the hat I sent you.
Yes.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
going to take Brad out of here because that's what I do.
I
Hey,
don't know what I'm doing.
it's time for this. It is December 21st. It is the solstice. It is the 5th night of Hanukkah. There are 3 shopping days left till Christmas. Everybody's going nuts. So tonight's top 10 category, as you might expect, top 10 unpopular last-minute gift ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I just can't
I'm
wait.
taking
Let's get
notes.
it over with. Here you go. Number 10.
Taking notes.
2 words. Trump NFTs. Number 9. 2 equivalent words. Raw sewage.
Oh,
Number 8. Elf on a MILF.
oh no.
Number 7. Little baby cheeses.
Oh. What?
Number 6. Beanie rabies.
Oh, God.
These are the top 10 unpopular last-minute gift ideas. These are unpopular. Number 5. The sinking drone. It hovers over Elon Musk's house and drops a sink on him.
I'm okay with this.
And Tesla
Number
stuff.
4. The marriage saver. It erases the browsing history from any device within 150 miles.
Oh, Lord.
I think that'd be pretty popular now that
I
I
was
know
saying,
it.
that's a
Going
good one.
handy, wouldn't
Number 3. The gas lighter. Ignite your own flatulence or your boss's. Be the hit of your next office party. Includes handy reach-around attachment.
it? Wow.
Again, I think that might be popular. Number
Good
2.
word.
Stuff It. A toilet accessory that clogs and overflows, embarrassing the obnoxious party guest of your choice into leaving through the window. That would be pretty handy. And the number 1 unpopular last minute gift idea. Cabbage Patch Syphilis. You got to admit, that would be unpopular.
That would be,
Yes.
yes, Kevin.
Yep.
I think any syphilis would be
Probably
probably.
so. All right, and on that note, hey, look who it is. It's Randy Brooks.
Oh my God.
Hey, Randy!
It's
How do we get this,
songwriter,
Steve?
Christmas staple Randy Brooks. Hi, Randy.
I'm so excited to get to follow Cabbage Patch Syphilis.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Lord.
I think
Really?
I opened for them once, and now you're
Yes.
following. That's exciting. All right, Randy, you know the drill. You're going to do a song, and then I got to answer it somehow, and then you'll do another song. While you're doing your first song, I'm going to be doing a little set change. I'm not gone. I'm paying attention, but you won't be able to see me. So here's a little intro, and then you take it away.
I'll be asleep.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest. Randy Brooks.
I know this is an obvious choice for me, especially this week, but I want to do that so that Steve would have an opportunity for an obvious follow-up if he wants
Yay!
to. One that put the kids through college. You didn't. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. She'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go, but she'd left her medication, so she staggered out the door into the snow. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking this so well. See him in there watching football, drinking beer and playing cards with Cousin Mel. It's not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or send them back? Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now the goose is on the table and a pudding made of fig and a blue and silver candle that would just have matched the hair in Grandma's wig. I've warned all my friends and neighbors, better watch out for yourselves. They should never give a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now, I usually ask everybody to sing along on the last chorus, but online we'll all be out of sync and it'll be a mess, but whatever you want to do. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas.
Randy Brooks. The man, the myth, the TV dinner. It's Randy Brooks. And now I'm just going to do a little bit of this one because enough is enough. By our good, dear, departed friend, Pam Belfort, with Randy's approval. And as Randy knows, there's hundreds of parodies of that classic. This is the only one that he approved.
It's the only one I get paid for.
Right. Grandpa got run over by a hybrid.
Yep.
Walking through the Whole Foods parking lot. Dang, he said that engine sure is quiet. And that turned out to be his final thought. The driver did not see him coming. Through the windshield, Grandpa sailed. She said, well, at first she thought what hit her was just a giant flying, cursing bag of kale. I can't remember the next lyric. Brad probably knows it. But Brad is kind of asleep, so I can't count on him.
You threw that on me.
And Bob can't sing, so he'll just sing along like that as if I'm singing the correct words, because he's very helpful like that. Everybody out of sync. Grandpa got run over by a hybrid. Words. Walking through the whole parking lot. Dang, he said that engine sure is quiet.
Quiet.
And that turned out to be his final thought. Big finish.
The coroner said that Grandpa's arteries were squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean. She went so far as to declare him the healthiest dead guy he'd ever seen. That's enough. Good night.
They interviewed my uncle Buddy. Okay.
Go to bed.
At least he died doing what he loved, right?
That's right. One more from Randy Brooks, if you please.
I was asked by a group of all girls that were going to be playing on the Grand Ole Opry at Christmas time if I had a holiday novelty song that they could do from a feminine perspective. I didn't.
I did.
But I wrote one, and I haven't heard back from them yet. It's been like 34 years. I'm sure any day now. I won't be spending Christmas wishing that I had some place to go. This gal's had a proposition from someone whom I think you know. Ho, ho. I'm going on a date with Santa, the man with the big red bag. It's not a romance, just dinner and dance, but I know the tongues will wag. I'm going on a date with Santa, I'm leaving my cares behind, and I hope Mrs. Claus, hope Mrs. Claus, hope Mrs. Claus don't mind. I went to the mall and I sat on his lap. He gave me a pinch and I gave him a slap. He hung candy canes down the front of my blouse. I think something stirred and it wasn't a mouse. He gave me a nod and I gave him a drink. He asked if I'd like to go out for a drink. I know that he's old and he's way overweight, but I couldn't resist a celebrity date. So I'm going on a date with Santa, the man with the big red bag. It's not a romance, just a dinner and dance, but I know the tongues will wag. I'm going on a date with Santa, I'm leaving my cares behind, and I hope Mrs. Claus, hope Mrs. Claus, hope Mrs. Claus don't mind. I'm rolling my hair up on little round pegs. I'm fluffing and glossing and shaving my legs. I know that it's silly, I ought to get real. If he sees when I'm sleeping, then what's the big deal? He's picking up around 4:45. He said that we'll go to some quaint little dive. I asked him which one, and he said he's not sure, but it'll be someplace that doesn't mind reindeer manure. I'm going on Santa, the man with the big red bag. It's not a romance, just dinner and dance, but I know the tongues will wag. I'm going on a date with Santa, I'm leaving my cares behind, and I hope Mrs. Claus, hope Mrs. Claus, hope Mrs. Claus don't mind. He knows that I'm naughty, he says it's okay to tell you the truth, he prefers it that way. He leaves gifts under everyone's tree, but he says that he's got something special for me. I asked what she'd do if his wife ever found her jolly old man had been fooling around. He told me they keep their affairs to themselves, and he'd rather not talk about her and the elves. I'm going on a date with Santa, the man with the big red bag. Not a romance, just a dinner and dance, but I know the tongues will wag. I'm going on a date with Santa, I'm leaving my cares behind, and I hope Mrs. Claus, hope Mrs. Claus, hope Mrs. Claus don't mind.
Randy Bro.
Oh, yeah. Woohoo.
You write a lot of songs for Dr.
That's
Elmo,
great.
don't you?
I
That
love
was
it.
incredible.
That was really great. Man,
It
one
was.
would think you only write funny Christmas songs.
That's not true.
Not
I
true.
would say you write other songs. You wrote any Hanukkah
no.
songs?
No, and I've got somebody leaning on me here, a Jewish friend really leaning on me hard. I keep telling her it's almost finished, Jim.
Okay,
Been telling her that for 30 years, haven't you?
that's true.
Randy, where
Oil
can we
burns a
find
long
you?
time.
Where can we find you performing live or on the internet in the upcoming weeks?
Nowhere.
Okay.
As of last night and a radio show this morning, I'm finished for the holidays. So
All right. Well, we're
Now-
very
now
happy
I've got
that
to
you
go wait for
wrapped
her.
it up with us on
Go-
this finely tuned program of ours.
Yeah, so this
Now- now
so
we're ready for
professional.
the-
I feel
we've
like
got a
we've
brand
made a
new,
mistake.
brand new
I
grandchild
apologize.
that we're
You got a
waiting
brand
for.
new grandchild?
Woo, yeah.
Congratulations.
Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim.
That's great. Thank you, Randy. We'll see you
Thanks,
next
Randy.
week.
Merry
you, Steve.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
All right,
It's time for-
headliner time, right?
Yeah. Let's
Let's
just
do
get
it.
Here we go.
Wait.
It's time for a big
Oh, stop! Stop!
headliner.
Wait, wait,
Got some funny, funny jokes to
Stop.
say.
stop!
What?
What? Wait,
What?
There's no headliner here. There's no.
Oh, that's okay.
There's no-
Uncle Walter and I have an alternate plan.
We
Really?
booked a headliner, but he bailed on us. It's a painful subject we'd rather not discuss. So we asked Uncle Walter, what would he do? And he said he'd just have Steve play a bunch of songs. So it's the Uncle Walter request hour for 10 minutes.
Wow. It's a Festivus
I like to
miracle.
put that together.
Thank you. Uncle Walter, one of our biggest supporters, and we appreciate him being here. Where are you, Walter? I'm gonna add you to the spotlight just for a second. He was here in the studio just
he is.
yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Was it yesterday? It was sometime recently. And he said, I got a bunch of songs I'd like to hear you do. You're muted, Walter. We can't hear what you're saying. But Walter said he's got a bunch of songs he'd like to
Oh,
hear.
can you hear me now?
Can.
Yeah.
We're gonna do your playlist. I might have to abbreviate a couple of these because you have a lot of them. But since Patti still hasn't responded, and I think she forgot that we're doing this on Wednesday, I might have to cover the melt too. So I'm
Yeah,
just
I was
gonna do
gonna
an
say you
hour.
might have to melt.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. So thank you, Uncle Walter. I'm gonna
You're welcome.
I'm gonna unspotlight you now, and let's get started. This is a big, exciting thing. Let's start with this song. It's a children's song. Ho ho ho. Children's song that's been banned from the Bluebird Cafe. How, you say, does a song get banned from the Bluebird? How does a children's song get banned from anywhere? I don't know. There's no naughty words in it. It's just gross. That's what
Oh,
kids
yeah.
like.
Oh, yeah.
No one seems to know. No one seems to know. No one seems to want to know. But I want to know. I need to know. Oh, I gotta know. What's in my hot dog? 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 No one seems to know. That's right, Bob. What's in my hot dog? What's in my hot dog? What's in my hot dog? No one seems to know. Bears, earlobes, eyelids, elbows, and fingertips. Dog nose, pig glands, frog butts, and chicken lips. Hog butts, peanuts, cow guts, brains. Toe jam, cracky spam, varicose veins. I'd say everybody, but just me. What's in my hot dog? What's in my hot dog? What's in my hot dog? No one seems to know. Funny, because it's true. What's in my hot dog? What's in my hot dog? What's in my hot dog? No one seems to know. Now comes the gross part.
Oh, yeah.
Bears, moose, colon, horse splatter, anything that goes splatter. Half a ton of puppy tongues, bucket full of camel lungs, big hairy goat tails, dirty donkey toenails, stuffed to a fabulous, edible, delectable, deep fried, something died. Intestinal shell, intestinal shell. Now I know what's in my hot dog, what's in my hot dog, what's in my hot dog. I was better off not knowing. Now chunks, I will be burrowing. And cookies I'll be throwing.
Yeah,
My
sure.
insides will be showing. I guess I didn't really need to know. Hey, Patty's here. What's
Yep,
in my hot
Patty's
dog?
here.
Oh, wow.
What's in my hot dog? What's in my hot dog? I think I got a fever. I'm feeling kind of strange. My head feels like a whooping. My hands a little clammy. I really want to die. Maybe we should take you to the hot dog factory. You could be the secret ingredient. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now,
Ooh,
a different
It
instrument.
is.
a mandolin.
This is one of Uncle Walter's favorites, and it requires a little bit of a setup. I've played instruments in many bands, different instruments, and I have found that if you really want to make sure that no women pay any attention to you, you need a mandolin. People join bands and play the guitars and the bass and the drums and they sing to get the attention of the opposite sex. But if you get one of these, they will leave you alone until last night. I played in lots of bands, never got a second glance. It's a sad, sad circumstance, you'll agree. Cause I play this little mandolin and I always get left standing when the girls rush, all my bandmates and not me. It's sad. So tonight I could see her from the stage and she likes the way I play. She's watching me watch her dance in those pants she's in. She wants me, she wants to get me all alone for a private show of her own cause she knows I put the man in mandolin. She likes the way I'm handling my mandolin. She likes the song I sing and my extra tight blue jeans. She's a country music fan, come to see my band again. She likes the way I'm handling my man. That's enough. Okay.
More.
I got more, but of other songs. There's a lot of, I got a lot to do. There's a lot on the list.
Okay.
Here's one that I premiered a week or two or three ago. I can't remember exactly how long. Hi, Patty. We're glad you're here.
Yay.
Yay.
By the way, Bob is like fusion. He is not stopping.
Well, that's because I keep hitting him on the head.
Oh.
All right. The whole thing's gonna fall apart. Hold on.
Oh my God.
That's better. Oh, I've been asked, Steve, please don't sing at the Bluebird about certain things. Politics are out of bounds, and so are ding-a-lings. Cause the audience each night tends to lean hard to the right. So to balance all my Trump songs, I'm gonna sing. Cheer up, Sleepy Joe. Your kid does lots of blow, and you're an octogenarian grandpa, cause you're 80 years old. One more time. Cheer up, Sleepy Joe. Come on, Brandon, let's go. Don't you believe the malarkey on the Tucker Carlson show? Okay, one more time. Cheer up, Sleepy Joe. Please don't ride that bike no more. Don't get an ice cream headache, Grandpa. No, you eat that Sunday slow. Okay, that was long.
Ooh.
Hey, 5 more different instruments.
Okay, let's see what I got. Oh yeah, okay, here's one.
That's
I'd like to
accordion,
dedicate,
dude.
dedicate this to everybody who's reproduced. How many parents do we have? Raise your hand if you'd made more humans. I know you have. We all have our favorite humans, and then I know parents have the humans that, why did we make that one? This is dedicated to that one. Russell watched TV after his high school graduation, 3 solid months of ESPN. till his daddy told him, son, that's the end of your vacation. Go get a job or we're gonna charge you rent. So Russell got a job, got fired that same day. Cashier he wasn't meant to be. Well, he went back to the couch, turned on the race, and he said, hot damn, now there's the job for me. So Russell got a loan and went to NASCAR school, where the future NASCAR drivers learn the one big NASCAR rule. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. Bob, straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. This ain't rocket science, you can learn it in one day. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. It's just like brain surgery if you take the brain away. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. Drive round and round and round and round and later you get paid. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. Drive round and round and round and round and later you get lots of money. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. This ain't... I'm watching Kevin drive. This ain't English lit. You don't gotta write a thesis. But if you make a wrong turn, Kevin. Very nice. You're going right to Jesus. Merry Christmas. So go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, go straight, I think I hit the wall. I'm on fire.
Good chord.
That was fun. I'm going to do two more, and then that will be it.
Accordion.
For this next one, you probably noticed we haven't had any hip hop tonight.
Oh,
Yes, we did.
We had a little earlier at the old show.
Yeah, a little earlier.
That was the other show. Now we need hip hop for this show. So here you go. Song about words that sound filthy, but they're not. Some words you've heard, they sound so naughty, but they're quite innocuous. Gosh darn it, by golly, you can say them in church, or in Abu Dhabi, or in Hobby Lobby. Probably. I had a cocktail in Bangkok watching Netflix about a pilot who dictates in the cockpit. Now I'm reading Moby Dick, sperm whales really sick, blowing out your blowhole, a clown with a backhoe. Yo. Your diphthong is cool, the usual rules. You should masticate a kumquat and some head cheese too. My asymptote is straight, though I might asphyxiate. Choking down some tataki that I shouldn't eat. A legal bitch is a tracker, your shih tzu, a slacker. Forget Tampa Bay, I love my Green Bay Packers. Astronauts get famous, circling Uranus like a country pianist or president. Ignoramus, it's always gratifying when my shuttlecock's flying. I whack it with my joystick, so fine if it is or it ain't. If Peter is saint, all the tea bags in China made your mama faint. Joystick? I might be out of line, you got a cute angina, your pussy willow's fine, but this is asinine. I got cotton balls, meatballs, snowballs, cheese balls, tennis balls, softballs, matzo balls, and sleeve balls, yo. There's a family of birds made up of naughty words like cockatoo, peafowl, nuthatch, titmouse, woodpecker, sapsucker, and beyond. These words I've heard, they do sound filthy, but I say them on the air and come back not guilty. There might be some more, yeah, I might have missed them, but you'll never lock me up in your penal system. Words.
Yeah.
That's enough of that. All right.
You remembered that, but you couldn't get the second verse of Grandpa?
Yes. I think you can tell which song got more rehearsal.
Yes.
All right. For the final item on the list. This is a new one. So new, I don't know it at all, so I got to read the lyrics off the screen. And it's got quite a lot of profanity, so we'll be bleeping tonight.
Ooh, fun.
I cannot bleep it myself. It's Ripley's Bleep It or Not. So assisting with the bleeping will be our lovely friend, Kendra Shepard. You want to say hello?
Kendra.
Kendra has been forced to sit here the whole night.
Yes. And she's real bleeping mad about it.
Yes.
All right, let's do a test bleep. Go ahead. Very nice. All right, here we go. Whole cats do whatever they freaking wanna. Whole cats don't give a damn about me or you. Whole cats so cute when they was babies. Polecats, they bring dead stuff home to you. Well, there's 13,052 evil kitties in Nashville. And there'll be twice as many tomorrow, cause they just can't keep it in their pantsville. Yeah, they got billions of allergens keeping me swimming in Benadryl and Advil. And they just sit around getting fat and watching me sweat on this stupid treadmill. Polecats, they don't do what they oughta. Polecats, poo wherever they wanna poo. Polecats, I hear they carry rabies. Polecats, but trust me, it's illegal to dump them in the incinerator. Well, there's approximately 600 million of these cute little bastards worldwide. And though they're perfectly suited to be outdoors, we keep inviting them inside. Crazy cat ladies call them fur babies, and I just don't see the appeal. So I blame Bill Murray, cause I hear they're making a third Garfield movie. Polecats do whatever they freaking wanna. Polecats, you know, horses aren't the only things that can make glue. When you die, they'll eat your face off. Polecats. For the millionth time, get off the dining room table. There you go.
Oh, come on, everybody. That's Steve Goodie.
Yeah.
Headliner.
Yeah.
Uncle Walter's
Seriously, all
request
the
list.
songs.
I am very
appreciate
happy that
that.
Patty is with us. Brad, would you bring Patty in and chat with her for a second while I rearrange
Sure.
the other things?
Hey, Patty, where
like
are
that.
you?
Not have Patty.
Hey, look, I know there was concern that I might have forgotten that we were doing a Wednesday night show, but look, I'm all dressed up. I have a beautiful, like a velvet dress on. I got makeup on, jewelry. It's not at all because I had a holiday party today. That's not why.
No, it's all for us, right?
And then you
I'm like,
totally
it's
didn't know
all
you
for
were
you.
supposed
We
to
had
do
an
this.
office party. Yes.
Well,
Hi.
I'm glad we found you.
Hi, Patty.
I'm glad you binged me because I yes, all day. Here's the thing. Sad part is all day. I was like, just remind me that I have to do this show. And I should put it on my calendar, right? That's part of the problem.
It's a thought.
Maybe. I know, maybe. And we were planning our whole evening around doing this, and then I
Yeah.
am
Let's
sitting
do
on the
your
couch.
intro. It's all going to be fine. Here we go.
So the melt.
It's
the
time
melt
for a Patti Melt with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing ass says, she's melting down. It's a Patti Vasquez, Patti Melt. Oh, look, she's here after all.
Hi! I'm so sorry for so much of the show. I'm
It's okay.
sorry.
You're worth it.
Look, oh stop. That's not that part I would question. But here's the thing. I am I'm not saying that the wheels have come off the tracks. I'm just saying that look, the holiday season in general is stressful, and now they're predicting somewhere between like 1 and 83 inches of snow in the Chicagoland area. That might start tomorrow around noon, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock, maybe on Friday. It might rain. It might not happen at all. We don't know what's happening. But basically, what's happening in Chicago is if you don't get what you need done by noon tomorrow, game's over. If you haven't done your shopping, if you haven't stocked up on bread and bananas and milk, you're screwed. And the good news is there's 190 million people throughout the Midwest and other parts of the country that are under a severe storm warning, and they were all at my Target today. And the thing is, my Target in my neighborhood shares the same parking lot with the Costco, which I didn't even bother with, only I had to, because there's something I really love to eat. I don't know if you know about me, but I really love chicharrones. And I bought a whole vat of chicharrones. Can you guys see that?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. That's pork rinds. And there was so much traffic in the parking lot. Just to find a parking spot, I had this, and I went to another mall. And while I was looking for a spot, like, you know, when you do that thing where you're like, ooh, they're walking to their car, and you like follow them, only you realize they're lost and they can't find their car. I ate much chicharron on the way finding their car with them. I was like, we're on a journey. It's like we're gonna find our soul on this trip. It's fine. We had a shaman. We had an entire parade of people. We were all banging drums. Like, where's their car? It was amazing. I'm saying that we're very screwed in Chicago. Look, and people are like, "What? It's Chicago. You know the weather gets like this." Only there are people who make their income off of scaring the crap out of us every time it's going to snow. So we don't know. It might be nothing, which would be exciting. And I actually have a friend who's like trying to get everyone to put positive energy into the universe. She's like, you know what? If we all just will it, if we just imagine like no snow into existence. I'm like, you're trying to imagine something into not existing. I don't know how that works. I mean, if that were possible, we wouldn't have had President Trump. I'm just saying.
Yes.
It's a lot. By the way, I don't think we've ever talked about my velvet dress collection.
Let's talk about it.
I own 7 velvet dresses. They were when President Trump won, I knew that I could not eat mashed potatoes every day for 4 years. So I went on Amazon and I seriously looked for velvet dresses and I bought them. It's like wearing mashed potatoes every day. It's just a comfy, pretty. It's like one of those blankets that people wear with the arms.
Snuggies.
Anybody? A snuggie. It's a snuggie, but it looks pretty. It's a snuggie, but it looks pretty for $30. I have it in black, burgundy, purple, green, red. I have every single color. But when I go outside, there was a girl today. I was wearing a ski jacket and it's a big float dress. And this girl goes, "Mommy, she's a princess." And I'll take it. I don't care. I'm an angry princess, and that's fine. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Steve came home yesterday and he goes, "I apparently can't forge your signature anymore." Which led to a lot of questions, which was one, you're forging my signature. Anymore? How many times has this happened?
He's also wearing your velvet dress.
Exactly. I said, why can't you forge my signature anymore? And he said, well, you used to have this very flowy, sort of loopy signature, and now it looks like you want to carve it into the ledger behind it. You're so angry. So I'm fine. That's why I wear velvet every single day, because I can't eat mashed potatoes. Hi, everyone. Anyone need some chicharron? Anyone need any pork rinds? I can send them to you. I've eaten that many chicharron. That's a lot.
I have a stash.
Hey.
Did you really eat all those?
I've actually had this for 3 weeks. It's only me. My mom has had some of it, but yeah, I've eaten most of the chicharron.
You can
And
do
by the
it.
way, on the velvet dress, if you put a black light on it, you see Elvis and Jesus. It's
Correct. That's correct. Yes.
And that's what's
Don't
behind
ask me
Brad
how it
right
got
now.
there. Steve's in the other room. What?
Yes, that's behind me.
Elvis and Jesus are behind Brad right now. That's what I see.
He's not signing his signature. He's doing other things. What?
All of Stockholm is a big Rorschach test.
Yes. It is. So how is the party? Whose party is it?
It was my office party this morning. This morning. It started at 10 a.m. We had an employee
Which
yes.
office?
The state of Illinois, the controller's
the
office.
City of Illinois office. Okay. You have like 9 jobs. It's just like
yeah, I'm totally
How do you
keeping it all
remember
together. Can you tell?
Yeah.
You guys are like, hey, Patty, knock, knock. Anybody there? No.
yeah, that's
Knock on my chicharron.
I don't even have one job and I can't show up for this hardly.
Hey, Patty, guess what I'm doing tomorrow?
What?
I'm driving to Chicago.
Ooh. You are?
Hey.
Why? Why would you? Why?
Because I missed
No,
Thanksgiving because of illness, so I have to go, and I had to do this show, so I have to leave at 6 in the morning tomorrow, and I'm an idiot. So
Can you leave earlier? No, seriously, Steve, can you leave
I'm gonna
earlier?
leave as early as I possibly can.
Are you driving?
because-
Are you driving a tank? Because otherwise,
Yes, I'm driving the new Toyota Tank.
Yes, I'm,
Okay,
gonna
you
be
should be
fine.
fine.
I'm
So you're
flying through
coming
on
up-
Saturday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I hope the plane goes to Chicago.
All right. So what do you take? Is it 60? What are you taking, Steve?
Don't
You should
know.
be fine.
Whatever the GPS lady says is the least terrible way. That's the way I'm gonna go.
I think via Miami. is the best
Miami.
way.
All right.
I'm gonna hook
Yeah,
up
I
the
think you'll be
reindeer. It's
all
gonna be fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You're fine.
No,
I'm fine.
you're
All
not
right, we
going.
gotta do
You're
another
not going
song.
to Chicago.
Bye, Patty. You rock.
Bye.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll see you when
Get
I'm out
rid of
there.
her?
That'd be
Get
cool.
rid of Patty. Get rid
Okay,
of
Yeah.
Patty, come.
Get rid of me.
Let's
Steve,
do
wait.
this next thing.
Steve, can you come in studio on Friday?
Yes, I can. I can.
Steve has moved on.
Somebody's got to keep this show moving. Yes, I probably can, Patty. Let's talk. All right, it is time for another stupid song because 5 songs for me isn't enough.
Damn straight.
It is
All right.
not.
I stopped doing this to you people a few weeks ago or months ago where I was trying to learn the Elements song.
Oh, God.
We're going to give this another shot. This is going to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival in August. It's also going to MarsCon in Minneapolis in March. That's right. I'm driving to Minneapolis in March. I cannot learn. But it's Hanukkah, and I have a candelabra built in. So let's give this a shot. Shall we?
Shouldn't 2 of those be lit?
They should all be lit, but I don't trust Bob.
Chicago in December.
There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and rhenium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, and lanthanum, and osmium, and acetine, and radium, and golden protactinium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium. There's yttrium, ytterbium, actinium, rubinium, and boron, gadolinium, niobium, iridium, and strontium, and silicon, and silver, and samarium, bismuth, bromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. Going so pretty good, right? There's holmium and helium and hafnium and erbium and phosphorus and francium and fluorine and terbium and manganese and mercury and molybdenum, magnesium, dysprosium and scandium and cerium and cesium, lead, praseodymium and platinum, plutonium, palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium, tantalum, technetium, titanium, tellurium, and cadmium and calcium and chromium and curium. There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, berkelium, and also mendelevium, einsteinium, nobelium, argon, krypton, neon, radon, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. These are the only ones of which the news has come to Harvard. And there may be many others, but they haven't been discovered.
Holy mother of God,
Great
I'm
job.
impressed.
Well done. Well done.
Prison,
That was a
prison.
hard song.
That was the whole thing?
That's the whole thing. Yeah, when you go through it right, it doesn't take that long.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seemed like it was like an hour and a half at a time. It was like,
And that is the 1950s version. There has been a number of added since.
That is true.
then.
That is true. And I'm going to see about adding them, but let me learn the piano part a little better. We'll get there. And
you
now
have
it's
a
time.
piano with you in Edinburgh?
We'll see. I'll figure something. Oh, the real plan is to learn it on the accordion.
Yeah, I thought the accordion.
It's coming along. It's coming along. It does take an hour and a half on the accordion. Let's beg for money, Brad.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover or a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
First of all, let me just say this. Garfield 3 came out June 10th of 2021. So if you go to
We're late on that,
virtualcomedyshow.com and click donate to the comedians, we'll use that money to get Steve a VHS copy. Garfield 3 with Bill Murray. Bill Murray.
Couldn't we get a snowplow attachment for the Prius instead?
Yeah, what is it? Patty, do you know Bill Murray?
No, I don't, not personally. I know of
Not
them.
personally. I saw his brother. I saw the loser brother, the one who never works at a bar in Chicago many years ago. So everybody go to
Brian Doyle Murray.
virtualcomedyshow.com, click donate to the comedians, and we use that money to meet Bill Murray, if that's
And to
That's
buy
something you
Patty
even
a
do.
calendar.
So here Bill's yes, Bill Murray. He owns a, doesn't he own a restaurant somewhere?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and isn't Bill having trouble with the kind of sexually harassing the girls these days? What's wrong?
a
Is he
little
gone
bit of
nuts?
that. Word of that.
Yes. No, he hasn't gone nuts. People have given him the permit. Gina Davis has told stories about how all the way back to Quick Change, he was horrible to her.
Oh, really? Yeah, because Meatballs, he was kind of a scum. Anyway,
Yep.
but okay, so let's just diss Bill Murray for the rest of the
None
show.
of our money will go to Bill Murray. Make that very
None
clear.
of our money will go to Bill Murray. It will all go to Steve to learn the accordion, to take lessons, and to light his menorah. He seems to be behind on the menorah lighting. He's not being a very good Jewish man these days. So, and
Bad
makes
Jew.
latkes.
Bad Jew.
Do you like a
I
latke?
need money to be
I
a
like
better
it.
Jew.
So go to virtualcomedyshow.com, and what we'll do with that money is we'll pay the headliner this week, who did 5 different songs. Also,
Hey.
we also need you to go to virtualcomedyshow.com and click donate to the comedians, because we found out that a lot of the people recording grandma and grandpa songs aren't paying Randy.
Yeah, and that's a bunch of
not-
crap.
There's a grandpa got run over by something that's got 50,000 views on YouTube, and you haven't gotten any of that money?
Boo.
I think Randy's gone to
died.
sleep.
Okay, well, we'll take his money. He's got a new grandkid. So go to virtualcomedyshow.com and we can buy me some of that stuff that lets you sleep. I need
All right,
to sleep.
it's time for the worst joke. That was some good
Thank
begging
you
there,
so
Brad.
much.
Thank you very
Let's do
much.
that.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke.
Boo! That was the worst joke ever!
I'm going to be looking over here for the worst joke of the week, if that's okay. Can you tell I'm tired? Here we go. Justin Bieber has lashed out at the clothing store H&M, which there's one right up the street here, for selling clothing with his image on it. He said, the H&M merch that they made of me is trash, and I did not approve of it. He said, don't buy it. H&M said they will continue to sell the clothing because the images are actual trash. They just can't help looking like Justin Bieber.
I like that one.
Have a very merry
Wednesday.
It's a special time of week when
Wednesday.
bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak. Let's open up our presents and carve our
Wednesday.
goose and wait for Father
Wednesday.
to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all the wonderful family traditions that people associate with
Wednesday. Wednesday.
Comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50
Wednesdays.
packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the revelry. Have a very merry
Wednesday.
Put on your orange fez and decorate the
Wednesday.
tree with milk, bone, spam, and pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your
Wednesday.
clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry
Wednesday.